Hello, guys. How's everyone doing? Hope you have a wonderful weekend and you enjoy this really nice and cozy, rainy but yet warm Sunday. I love it when it rains and it is warm. And there was a thunderstorm where I live, so there's a lot of tension in the air. And there's definitely this May, and this is a timeless reading, by the way. This is a timeless collective reading, but this May, and I feel like this collective is definitely under tension. And the big topic, if we look at the astrological situation, is the transition between a new start and you could say departure or awakening, okay, and the grounding, okay, the grounding work. So there are a lot of transitions, okay. There was the full moon in Scorpio, which was really intense. I mean, Scorpio is transformation. It's deep. It is always about letting go and all the hidden topics. You know, there could be something around that comes with it. There's something about leadership, okay, which is actually something that I got a lot in personal readings, in collective readings, and I feel like it is a topic because it's the overall central card of this reading is the topic leadership, which is really, really, really something I feel like this collective, and if you feel like you are drawn to the spiritual world and to the messages from your spirit guides, and if you feel like you're connected to this dimension, I feel like if we see it as a collective message, there is a transition coming for the collective to lead. I'm not just talking about the single person. This is like a collective, spiritual, we all want to live in peace. And I feel like there's a transition where people or a new generation is coming up. If we look at our politics, if it's Europe, if it's the US, if it's Asia, we can see that the people that leading us at the moment are really old people. They're really materialistic and capitalistic people, and I feel like this collective and all the people that belong to it and that have this higher spiritual calling, they will change the whole collective and the whole system of the world by being spiritual, by being connected to nature, and by these people will be the leading people. So if you feel like you are like the person I just described, then this is definitely for you. And don't be afraid to step forward in your community. This is how it all starts. This is how it all starts. The King of Swords coming out, because I wanted to have a card that was going to be like, what kind of leadership are we talking about? So with the King of Swords, as we know, the swords are the air signs. There's a big thing for the air signs, a big opportunity for leading part if you're an air sign. Congratulations if you're a Gemini like me, not long ago. And we're welcoming Gemini season. I feel like Gemini season is going to be amazing. And it's going to be amazing for all the signs, but especially for Gemini. Really excited. So a really intentional leader, okay? You understand situation. Somebody is coming in the room, you see people talking on, or you see family dynamics pretty fast. You see a person, and it's kind of like you see a person and you know what they went through, which is amazing. I love that. I know that myself. That's why maybe some of you from this collective that's going to be the new leaders, I'm just going to say it how I feel like. I feel like I'm talking to the new world leaders. It's going to be the fast thinkers, the people that don't just get like politics as we know it. It's the people that get the relationship that will spark a feeling in people and that will bring the group together. There's something about community. you having, or this collective in general, having a big sense of community, there is something about expectation, okay? There's something about expectation. Let me read in this card for a sec. Okay, so there's something going to come. Like, something is going to happen. And you're gonna need to, like, something is gonna come to you and you're gonna need your wisdom for it. And you're gonna be prepared, whatever is coming. I feel like you're preparing. I feel like you're preparing, and you're preparing because you are collecting wisdom. Whatever you're doing, if you're reading, if you're listening to stuff, if it's like spiritual work, if it's political, if it's how to play the piano, whatever this is, there is something, you got some talent and you have wisdom about it, and you are preparing yourself, even though you don't know for what, but you have this, you feel that need to prepare because you know something is coming, which is amazing. You manifest. Oh, preparing. Are you kidding me? There's preparing coming out with the scroll. Let me get in this card, okay, for a second. I want to know everything about it. I just said it, and the scroll and preparing is coming out. Okay, please let me quote that, because it's exactly what I said before, and this is crazy. So there's something about the squirrel. It's called squirrel, like the squirrels that climb trees. Symbolism. If you see a squirrel, this could be a big sign for you if you have seen one. You are well prepared, and it is sure that your fruits, that you can eat your fruits of work, of labor, and enjoy them. You being creative will be blessed. You looking ahead. You're ahead of your time. You've always been someone who was ahead of the time. King of Cups on the bottom of the deck from my tarot cards, because I'm using two decks and I try to work with both, and now I got the King of Cups out. Who's also the cups, the emotions, a leader, a supportive leader with tolerance and empathy. I feel like the emotional cups, you know, and with before we had the King of Swords, the intellect coming together. You're both of it. You got both of it. You got the emotions and the intellect, and that's what it needs for being a good leader. And this is what we're talking about, what the world needs. It's not just being intelligent, it's also being emotional, showing it, being charismatic. And there's something, I feel like this collective is going to change the world. We're going to change the world together. Yeah, there's something about being really hopeful and having some patience, okay? On the bottom of the deck, there's something about being really hopeful. People are putting their hope in you. There's something about pumpkin. Maybe October time. Maybe you're going to prepare something really important, and it's going to be really like showing off after summer. Okay, and then the Ten of Cups. Crazy. With the Ten of Cups, for me, it is something about total support. People are going to support you. And there's something also about maybe your family, your friends being like, wow, that's what you've been doing. Maybe they never took you really serious when you told them what you want to do. And yeah, okay, we went from the 10 of Cups and now we have the, what is this number? Is it 8? Yeah, we have the 8 of Cups coming out. Just when I said that, so the 8 of Cups is the moving on. It's the retreat, it's the moving on from abandonment. So you definitely had to, you were around people that didn't take you for serious when you said what you want to do, and when you talked about your dreams, and when you talked about being that leader that you are. So you had to kind of get away from these people. Okay? This is also a really big topic for a lot of you. There's something about walking away all the time coming out. Being that leader, getting seen as a leader because you walked away. This is amazing. We got the 8 of Pentacles. with the Eight of Pentacles, there's definitely you went away and you mastered your craft. You put the work in, like the real physical work. This is with the preparation. You are preparing for something. You are preparing for something. And you are getting better and better in that skill, as we talked about before. You got some wisdom about the topic, and you're going to be a leader, or there is a leader that needs your support. I feel like there's going to be that big switch. Now, I'm taking it to a new level, and I said what I said, and I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I feel like people coming together and leading a community, and I don't know why, but I get that eat the rich type of energy. It's not capitalistic. It's not all about the intellect. It's, as we said, the perfect thing about the air and the water energy, so the intellect and the emotion. I feel like a younger generation is going to come on top to lead the new system, the new world. And this is the new world order, but in a really spiritual way. The collective, I think the collective already woke up, but now it's like time to be stepping forward and knowing that we are a lot. We are a lot of people, and we have a power, not just a physical and intelligence power. We also got the spiritual power, and we know what is going on up there. And I feel like we all this can't be real, guys. The Six of Pentacles coming out when I just said that. So there's something about giving, receiving help, generosity, a fair world with the balance. If you know the Six of Pentacles, you know that there is a person giving something to the poor. There is something about, for me, this card is kind of like the balanced energy of giving and taking, and knowing when you have enough, you're going to give something to anyone else. So it's just like, it can't be real that there are billionaires. And that's the whole thing. I think this is perfect to close up the reading. This system, with the bottom of the deck, the death card, this system we're living in, this is really political, but I don't care. If you don't want to hear it, don't listen to it. This system that we're living in is going to die, because we're going to take it over. And there's something about this whole world, starting in our little communities, to be more balanced, to look after each other, to go back to community. If you have enough and you can live a good life, to give it to the people that don't have enough. And I feel like together we can create that. And I feel like I'm talking to a collective that has these leader qualities. So don't give up, and do the best in your little community you are in, and spread the love, spread the energy. That's an amazing message. I'm so proud of all of us. Have a nice Sunday and a good start of the week. See you soon. Bye bye.